Hi, welcome back. This is Management Consulting 101 with Dr. Gladys Ngatich. I have a PhD in mechanical stroke aerospace engineering, and somewhere along the way, I decided to detour into management consulting. And I have learned so much along the way through the application and even into the job that I'll be sharing with you guys here. Today, let's talk about 5 tips to improve your resume. Number 1, I want you to write accomplishments and not duties. So HR, when they are reading your resume, want to know the impact you made as an associate, as an intern, whatever role you've held, whatever leadership or job role you've held in the past. What impact did you make while you were there? So instead of writing, I was responsible for market research, full stop, I want you to say something like conducted market research that informed a $5 million market entry decision. That number is super important and we'll talk about it. So as you write every bullet on your resume, and I'll be sharing just a sample here. If you want to get the full resume, I've vulnerably shared my resume that I used to get into one of the MBBs. You go to my website and download it there. But anyway, I want you, as you write every bullet, I want you to ask yourself, what changed because I was there? What impact did I leave? Did I make? Number 2, quantify as much as possible. And that is exactly just like an example that I gave. Instead of saying I conducted market research that informed market entry decision, it's important that you give a rough estimate of how much was that market entry decision. It was around $5 million or something like that. So give metrics, give revenue, cost savings, give percentages, give time reduced, give size of team and budget, give number of users, stakeholders. Even as you write your accomplishments, instead of saying I was top of my class or I scored GPA 4 or GPA 3.8, maybe everyone in your class scored 3.8. Or maybe you had 3.8 and everyone else in the class had 3.9. In that case, you literally failed. So it's important to give like percentages, relative percentages, especially in that case. So instead of just saying I was top of my class, say I was top 1% in a class of 120 students, something like that. Other examples say I reduced operating costs in that company or in my past role by 18%. As an analyst, analyzed data from 12,000 plus customers, etc. Numbers turn claims into evidence and they help the person reading to believe because there is a number attached to it. Number 3, use strong verbs, strong action verbs. I'm going to share a screenshot here of some of the verbs that I've been using. And again, you have GPT. So just ask GPT to give you strong verbs for your resume. And you start every bullet with a powerful action verb. So use words like led, analyzed, built, launched, drove, optimized, synthesized. You do not want to use the weak phrases like assisted, helped with, involved in. It's kind of you are just a bystander. You are not a problem solver. You are not at the forefront. You are just in the mix, kind of helping people, being involved in instead of taking the lead. Number 4, customize for the firm and the role. I know there is a tendency, and this is the mistake I made when I was first applying into these companies. I just used one resume and I sent to all of them. They will tell. Whoever is reading your resume can tell that this person is just using a generic resume. No one wants to know that you did not think about them when you were writing your resume. So as you write, go through, say you are writing a McKinsey resume. So you, first of all, you want to go through the McKinsey website and understand the language they like to use. If you're applying to Deloitte, for instance, understand the language they like to use. And then you customize your bullet points to reflect their language and what they are looking for. Some of these companies are into strategy. So you want to make sure that the skills and experiences you are writing are a lot about strategy. The language and framing, they have to reflect the company's language and they will know that this person read or know what we do. Number 5, keep it 1 page. Unless otherwise stated, they do not want 2 pages. When I was writing my resume the first time, I wrote, I think 3 pages, which I think is a normal for if you're applying for a if you're applying for an academic job, I think I've seen longer resumes or CVs when you're applying for, say, I don't know, assistant professorship role or things like those. But here, they appreciate one pager. Unless otherwise stated, make sure again you read through the website. If you don't have information on the website, you go to LinkedIn and you look for people with commonalities. Again, I'll refer you to a video I made on my other channel on how to LinkedIn people so that they help you. So LinkedIn people that you have commonalities, ask them to share, if they are willing, a template or their resume so that you learn from them if they are willing to do so. And they will also tell you if it's a 1-page or it's a 2-page. Most of these companies, they will make it clear that we want a 1-page or a 2-page or whatever it is. But if they don't say, keep it 1 page and only show only give the skills that are relevant. You don't have to write so many pages. Just take a few skills, experiences that are relevant to this role. Finally, number 6, this is a bonus point. This is what I've been doing a lot. I don't know if it helps. Comment down below if it doesn't. But I've always been doing this on my resume. I think someone mentioned that in the age of the internet, because I think a long time ago we used to write resumes and then send in a physical form. But now we share electronically through email or through the internet. And there is a very high chance that they will download a PDF. If there is a clickable link, they can click those links and check more information. Remember, if you are sticking to 1 page, then there is just so much you left out. And if the person has a lot of time, they might have time and they might just feel like this candidate looks really attractive to us. We want to learn more about this person. It will be very easy for them to just click the links. So for instance, I'll just give you an example here on my resume. At the top there, below your name, you can give your LinkedIn profile if you are comfortable with that. And before you write your LinkedIn link, you make sure you polish profile so that whatever is on the resume, it reflects by and large what is on your LinkedIn. And then on the other areas of the resume, say for instance in the award section, I'll also show you here an example that I've used on my award and recognition section, because there is no time to explain what is RMB award. It could just mean anything. And so I normally just do an hyperlink on those. Just in case, if they want to click and learn more, they are clickable. So that is also something else you can consider. Do not overdo, of course, because then your CV will be crowded and weird. Just strategic places where you want the person to click more. Those are 5, 6 resume tips that you should consider to make your management consulting resume strong or stand out. If you are new here, consider subscribing if you like this kind of content, or if you're looking to transition into management consulting, I'll be sharing more of this. And then also, if you are returning, appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys. I've been seeing your comments. Continue commenting. I would also want to request that you write your comments or your questions. I'll be doing Q&A every once in a while. So drop your questions there. What do you want to learn from me? Or what are you hoping to learn from this channel? So for instance, this is one question that I found on the comment section. What aspects of a PhD or postdoc background actually matter for MBB and what doesn't? That is a very smart question. And this sounds like an insider. I don't know how much you know about management consulting, but I'll be doing Q&A every once in a while. So continue adding your questions. I'll keep track of those questions so that I answer them. Until next time, goodbye and all the best.